That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me Fuck all that shit, just let me go.
Yeah, broadcasting live from already Europe. This is most badass YouTube broadcasting now. Little on land, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Tommy C. This is Shot from the Point. How the hell are you? Boy, I had an interesting day. I got Xana behind the glass. And
hello there.
Hello there, Xana. And of course, Mr. Matt, my wonderful producer.
Yo.
So we're looking for stuff to go up with, and Boogie tweeted something that irritated me, and I'm gonna address it. And then Matt says he's gonna have a meltdown if you do him a DM. I was like, nah, I want to give him a DM because I want to give him a DM because he follows me. I don't think I'm like snaking him or something. Like I got legit criticism, so I'm just gonna tell him. Maybe I'll soften the blow a little bit. So I sent him like, look, got a problem with what you said. I'm gonna bring it up, but I don't think my audience might heckle, but they're not gonna do nothing. It's gonna be all for laughs. He proceeds to have a panic attack in my fucking DMs, and he goes on and he makes one of the funniest fucking videos that I've ever fucking seen. And I'm gonna apologize ahead of time. There's something wrong with my PC. I might be taking I'm doing a hard I think I'll be doing a hard reset. That's how much I was screwing some with Apex Legends and made a bunch of registry changes and shit. And
you fucked everything up.
Yeah, I fucked everything up. And then like everything's like super bright when it's captured now, no matter what the fuck, you can see it right there. And he goes out and he said something to me and he asked me to play it. Hey Amanda, thanks so much. Diva. And he puts this out. Well, I guess I got to give this context. A couple days ago, he wrote, don't know about you, but watching the commentary community, let me put this back, cannibalize itself has been one of the highlights of November 2021. It's been wild. And this ticked me off for a fucking few reasons. I know I've been critical of Boogie, but Boogie knows damn well he's been supported by me, and especially Nick behind the fucking scenes. Boogie's come for us for advice and things of that nature. We don't have it out for him. Now, me and Boogie have discussed all this in DMs, and there was something he said that was pretty nasty to me during the Frank Castle thing. Look, there's a lot going on then. And, he kind of chalked it up that he always thinks the worst. And apparently he's not fucking kidding. But I mean, I'm not heartless. I mean, I've done criticism before. I remember I did the Anita Sarkeesian thing. I got into it with Billy. That's when I was like fucking nuclear hot after Baited. I made fun of us and talked about how funny he is. And he does get like when he says something funny or does a joke, then he gets a bunch of concerned trolls or people that pretend to be like outraged by it, and he's worried about the outrage. And like, oh god. And he feeds the trolls, and he probably can't help it because of his issues and what have you. But I don't hate the guy. In fact, I think he's a fucking riot. I do think
he's had some of the.
Well, I mean, it's like this, like when he said something ridiculous about somebody going to jail for say not using fucking pronouns, and Dankula engaged because that's like his territory. And he comes out fucking strong, just like this tweet, and he comes out strong, and then he kind of backpedals, and it puts a bad taste in people's mouth. But let me tell you something, he's not a bad person, all right? He's a scared person, and a lot of that has to do with the problems that he's overshared, which has made it worse for him. Oversharing online is bad. Is bad. So I obviously they're going to criticize him for every stupid thing that he's ever done. And I do think he's put himself in this situation, but he seems to think it's like more societal than it is, like bad mistakes. The one I told him this. I said the most wonderful thing about Boogie is he is so cut out for this influencer thing as far as being an entertainer. He's very diverse. He does a lot of things. He's done one of the most legendary characters in YouTube history. I don't care if you're sick of fucking Francis. Francis was fucking great, especially in the day. He's done a lot of great stuff. And, you know, I like the guy. I do. And I'm not going to stop liking the guy. And, but I remember having Jeremy come on, right? And I was mad at Boogie. That's the only time I really got mad at him, when he threw Jeremy under the bus during the. You might not think you're really good right nowadays, but like back then, you know, the whole Magic community was being utterly ridiculous with this shit. And then Boogie jumped on board, and apparently him and Jeremy were cool. And I wanted to like mow him down, and Jeremy talked me out of it. And you know, he said like he's got problems. And he's not a bad person. It's like, what he just did to you, you know? And he's like, Jeremy was like, no, man, you gotta turn the other cheek with Boogie. I'm like, all right, fine. And he was right. But I'm sorry, I don't care what the fuck his problems are. If you're gonna make crazy ass statements like this, and then spike the football, and then I think he deserved to be goofed on, you know, like, and. I don't care. It's like, I care, but I don't care. All right, let's put it fucking that way. So, like, this comment right here ticks me off for a couple of reasons. You know, my part of the commentary community has reached out to him, and he's reached out to us. So to sit there and act like we're all a bunch of rats eating each other is ridiculous. Although there are some, he's not 100% wrong. And then when I wrote him and said I spurred this, I'm fucking even in the tweet. I wrote him and says, look, I'm going to goof on you. He did this.
So one of my recent tweets got a bit of attention in the commentary community, as I figured I probably should have figured. But the tweet was that I was enjoying watching the commentary community cannibalize itself. And specifically what I was referring to was not any recent drama, because I've been paying attention to it. I just know that there's a lot of infighting right now. And I think that infighting is because Keemstar retired. And I think the people that...
Sorry.
Are out there fighting each other, are trying to vie at the top, are trying to get to the top and be.
I'm not pointing at anybody. I'm just showing you it's a big rat's nest, and they're all trying to get all the cheese that Keem's leaving behind.
They're trying to grab that brass ring, Tommy.
What?
They're trying to grab that brass ring.
Yeah, we're all trying to grab that brass ring. You know, it's not a it has something to do with you know, minors. Being abused and taken advantage of. It's just about the cheese.
Be the number one YouTuber who does drama and does commentary. And I have a bit of a grudge with the commentary community. I think it's pretty obvious with that. Most people have been very kind to me, but there are a few people who I consider to be bad actors because they
every group's going to have bad actors.
Perpetrated rumors like I was abusive to women, that I'm abusive to kids.
I remember running that story when you kicked a kid like a football. Wait a minute. No, I never ran that story, you jerk. And I don't remember, you know, like, what commentator did that? I mean, of any note. I'm sure some guy could have came on and said, you know,
I think there were a couple of people, but it wasn't like there were no big commentators.
You know what it is?
The creators that made videos on Boogie were not really in the commentary community.
Yeah, they're like they're trolls.
They made one-off. Yeah, they made like one-off commentary style videos.
Trolls. What happens is he reacts to the trolls and it becomes a story. And then he blames the commentary community.
I don't even have any kids, but I don't know how that would be possible. But that I was potentially not actually suicidal when I was suicidal and was only doing it for attention. I personally think those people put out some really bad information, and they also never reached out to me and talked.
I remember I ran that story. I was like, this guy's just a no-good suicide baiting piece of shit. Do it, bitch. Do it. Oh, wait a minute. I never did that. And I don't know anybody that did that.
Talk to me when they put that information out. So I hold some grudges.
I can be honest with you. If somebody did that was in our sphere, we'd have fucking ran him over.
Oh yeah, they would have got flamed.
Yeah, exactly, Zan. Like for the same thing that's going on with tacticals, that would have been the result. You know, the cannibalizing each other. I guarantee it.
But beyond that, I think that if someone's going to replace Keemstar at the top, the commentary community loves to vet other YouTubers. They love to vet me. They love to vet anybody else, right? Hold them to task, hold them responsible. But now we see the commentary community.
I just want giggles. I want the yucks. That's all I want.
They holding themselves to task and holding themselves responsible. And I believe...
Which is exactly what's going on now. Like, exactly what's going on. I mean, it's a watershed moment, if you ask me.
Whoever's going to take Keem's spot at the top needs to be trustworthy. Their dirty laundry needs to be out there. We need,
and that's why I want Def Noodles.
We need to know 110% that that person does their job correctly, that they do reach out to people, they offer them interview opportunities, they do the job that Keemstar did, and that's why I'm enjoying.
Keemstar he's not got the cleanest fucking record. I'm not saying everything he does is fucking terrible, but come on, he's done some rotten shit.
Enjoying watching the commentary community cannibalize itself. I mean, I do hold some personal grudges, so I'm no saint, but I think whoever rises to the top needs to be at least...
I think it should be a real life game of PUBG or Squid Game or something, and then Keemstar's going to hand his channel for it.
As vetted as I was, because all I ever made was dumb Francis videos and talk about gaming news.
That's not true. You've made public political statements. You've put yourself out there, and then eventually
it's not like he's absolute nobody who's on the internet. He's someone people look up to.
Yeah. I think that's part of the problem. Like, he probably doesn't give himself enough credit.
Yeah.
I don't care what you think of Boogie. I bet you can't do what Boogie did.
Listen, fuckhead.
You know. Well, I don't give a shit about influencers. Well, I think it's not a real job anyway. Still, okay, just do it for fun. Okay. Prove like how easy it is. The only guy I've ever seen like be able to do that is like let me show you how stupid these YouTubers are, and I'll do it better. Is Mr. Mediker. That is literally the only guy that could do it. And you know why? Because he's fucking gifted at this shit. All right, so there is a certain amount of talent, whether you want to believe it or not. Never understood why people call Boogie a fence sitter, because he's sitting on a fence. If he's a fence sitter, is he crystals?
Turn into a land sitter.
I promised him I wouldn't do any fat jokes. I was like, I don't need a motherfucker. Maybe, I did. That might have came off like a threat. Now that I'm thinking of it, maybe that's why it's happening, because I was like, I don't need fat jokes. To criticize you. Yeah, that probably came. Yeah, because he's probably reading it like, listen, motherfucker, I'm going to take your part. And that's how he saw it. But it was more like, look, I'm giving you a heads up. I think what you said was out of line. And I think if you looked more into this, I think it was more in depth than a bunch of guys. And look, I'll give him this. These guys would fuck their own mothers for a nickel if they thought they could get a half a bit of clout. There's a lot of guys out there like that. But I think the AIDS community is the antithesis of that. And I think we had held people accountable. And I think I've been held accountable as well. So, and it's not like Augie and Nick are like saying everything Tommy says is perfect. You know what I think? I think the technical side of things is really pissed off that we didn't fucking sign off on this shit. What is this Oki's dopey story? Oki's bullshit stories? That seems to be his whole argument. You guys fucking eat each other or what have you? Well, if he's eating each other, fucking saying this is bullshit, and you're completely remorseless about a 14-year-old girl that was asked for pictures, that's not eating each other. That's like doing the right thing. And I have had that through my time at YouTube. I even accused Boogie of it in fucking what's his name? Pescator even brought this up. I know this too. Boogie swears up and down he's not one of them, and all right, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. People follow me so I won't talk shit. It doesn't work. I don't give a shit. I don't care if you follow me or not.
We always get to a person's favorite YouTuber.
Yeah, eventually.
The way it goes.
I think this is, I think this is legitimate content to bring up. This is a public statement. It's and it affects my community. And he's a big guy. He's a blue check mark. And I think I have every right to respond to this. There's a line. I'm just not going to tell you where it is. Does anybody put a one in the chat if you think that I was going to sit there and say, hey, make Boogie's life miserable. Go kill his cat. No, I would have never done that. I just tell you how ridiculous he is. And he's ridiculous comically. That doesn't make a bad guy. And I think all those fucking Frank guys are shitbags. Yeah. But I also think that Boogie put himself in that fucking position. I think he fed them, and it might be part of his, his anxiety problem, or I'm not a doctor or anything that does help him feed into this, but yeah,
stuff
but
like that can
to sit there and say
feed into social media.
we were more than willing to go to bat for Boogie, and we were talking
Absolutely.
to him behind the scenes. Absolutely, yes. I know Nick cares about him a lot. Yeah. Nick talked to him for hours.
When Boogie was getting a lot of shit in 2019, Nick was one of the big figures that was really defending him.
And even in 2020 with the whole Frank Castle thing, we said it was
yeah. I'm just saying
that's a lot of money, I guess, for a person of color.
And that Frank guy's
yeah, God, I've said this before. I didn't care if he shot him. Yeah. I'm glad he didn't, so he can go to prison. But I wouldn't cry so much.
Yeah.
He's torturing him. Yeah. He's not doing what I'm doing. I'm making a video on a public statement on a public figure. He knows he can push his buttons, and I don't know why. Whatever the doctors are working on him, like I said this to him, like he's so cut out for this, right? As far as entertainment, as far as knowing the geek culture and what have you, and as far as just being funny. You ever watch him his Twitter videos when he's goofing around? They're hysterical. All right, one for me, one for my hooker. He does funny stuff. Yeah. And unfortunately, he has a hate crowd. So like when remember that crack he made in Apex Legends? They made a fucking.
He made a crack about like.
Well, he doesn't know when not to apologize. That's something you don't apologize for.
Yeah. Made a crack about someone's dad being dead or something like that.
Yeah.
It was just like a funny. It was funny. It was a funny.
Yeah, it was funny.
And the guy didn't even give a fuck, and he was just cracking jokes. And then it's like, oh, they made a fucking fed off. Hey, he doesn't care about his dead dad. Hey, sometimes you gotta go fuck you. Get the fuck. I've done that before. I've done that before when it's probably I was wrong.
And I'm gonna say, do you know who else made fun of someone's dead dad?
Who? Me?
Your dad is dead. Your dad is dead.
There's a classic.
Classic.
Your dad is dead. Your dad is dead. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That's that good guy Keemstar. We're trying to get his cheese. Play that again. Yep. That gives me a good laugh. What's that? Play that again.
Your dad is dead. Your dad is dead. Your dad is dead.
If I remember correctly, that was directed.
So it was Dash. Yeah, whose dad was dead. Oh, that's a good one. Your dad is dead. I don't know. So Boogie kind of made me a promise. I'm not gonna, because we did have a personal conversation. I'm not gonna show, but he sent me this video. I literally responded to like, I go, oh God, it's not that serious. I just wanted to give you a heads up so you didn't think I was gonna snake you. I'm not a snake. I was looking for that clip today of Cavos. Snake.
Oh, I know which one you're
because you're a snake. I literally worked from the time I got up till now. Fucking sucks. So let's listen.
So, hey, Tommy, you said you took issue with one of my tweets and you're going to talk about it on your live stream. If you decide to do that, share this video during your
I said I'm not being a prick here.
live stream too, because I'd like to defend myself. I said that since Keemstar retired, it's been a lot of fun watching the commentary community cannibalize itself. And I said that because I hold a personal grudge against some people who perpetrated things like that I wasn't actually suicidal, that I was doing it for attention, perpetrated things like I was abusive to women, or that I was a pedophile. And I hold a lot of grudges.
By the way, I've been called a pedophile, and I've done all that stuff. And I say he's good on the one end, and the look. This is going to sound fucked up to the average person. If you get famous on YouTube, people are going to call you a fucking pedophile. You have to deal with it. It's a part of the fucking gig. All right, that you're going to have these horrible,
you're going to get shit bags,
awful people that can hide behind anonymity and stuff like this. He's like as good as he is built for being an influencer. It's just as bad as he's built for being able to handle the pitfalls of being a public figure. It's so summed up in this, and it like. As I don't think he should be a public figure, right? But now he's in too deep. He's doing this. I hope he's putting money away. This is his job. It's not going anywhere. So it's like if I knew somebody was getting into this and they had this sort of temperament, I said don't do it. But then again, how does he not do it? He's made for it. He's made for YouTube. So it's kind of a weird yin and yang for Boogie.
Yeah, he's in too deep.
Yeah, so am I.
Everybody is.
So am I.
We're all in too deep, Tommy.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Not as deep as I am. You're Matt Pig, the legless guy. No one's gonna like. What was I was talking to a YouTuber that was in an incident. I'm not gonna bring it up, but they can't even hold a job because once they find out who they get fired, and we're talking like entry level shit.
Right.
So I'm sure I'm fucked too, and so Boogie's fucked, and everybody else that's said anything controversial, which you're bound to do as just a human being, even if you're not as controversial as somebody like me. I don't really consider him a very controversial YouTuber, you know.
Yeah.
Against those people. But I also think it's a good thing that the community commentary community is cannibalizing itself since Keemstar retired, because there's some bad
and ain't got shit to do. He really believes this shit. This is a private message.
actors in the commentary community. And I'm not talking about any specific recent drama. I haven't been paying any attention there. I don't really know
That's a problem.
what's going on there. I just know that the commentary community loves to vet everyone else. They love to vet me. They love to vet PewDiePie. They love to vet literally everybody else on the platform. But now they're vetting themselves. Now they're holding themselves.
It's always been going on.
It's been
We're the John
happening,
Swan
since
guys.
Commentaries started, like you got the John Swan thing. You've had us vetted.
I think the vetting's more legitimate now. Most of the vetting that went on back in the old days, like the 2015-16 days, was like vetting. Like I be your friend, you be what we collab. Then I do Game of Thrones. It was more Game of Thrones. It wasn't anything legitimate. Remember Leafy came out and Grade came out with their video on Keemstar. What was Leafy's big selling point? He was talking behind our back, and it worked. He didn't even say what he was talking about. Yeah. He's talking all sorts of bad shit behind her back. That's all they could come up with.
Yeah, there was nothing like,
Grade came up with something, but of course it was a lie.
Yeah. It's a complete lie.
Can you believe this? He's my friend, and we're talking behind my back. It was the funniest fucking thing ever. It was such bullshit, but he was so crazy popular at the time. I mean, he could have said, he literally could have said, Keemstar kidnapped me with a spaceship, flew me to the moon, and beat me. And then he flew me back and said, if you tell anybody, I'll kill you. And they would have bought it. You know, that's how popular Leafy was at one time.
Themselves to task. Now they're looking at each other and saying, is this person trustworthy?
I can't wait to fuck over Nick.
Is this person trustworthy? Should I allow this person to continue to put out their videos, or should we let their truth be known as well? I think that's a good thing. I think that's an important thing. If Keemstar is retiring, if someone's going to take the new top slot, the people that are at the top need to be held accountable. If you're going to hold me accountable for making dumb Francis videos and talking about gaming.
I don't ever said, this guy's a real pedophile. Did you see that last Francis video?
I don't think I've ever doing that. Francis video.
I like the Francis videos.
Oh, they're fucking great.
Yeah, funny.
News.
Funny as shit.
You should.
It sucks with Francis because it's like anything. It probably doesn't get as much hits as it used to.
Oh no, especially like with the way.
But I'm not going to sit there and say it wasn't. It was definitely great in its day. You know?
Absolutely hold the people who take me to task accountable as well. So I do not back away from that opinion. I 100% think it's a good thing to see the commentary community discussing each other's issues, attacking each other on those issues.
Yeah, but that's vetting. That's not I think that's a really kind of a charged word, is cannibalizing, because when you say cannibalizing, like cannibals are evil. You know?
Yeah, it's like you're literally killing each other just for the meat.
Vetting is like, yeah, exactly, and it's not true.
Vetting is like, all right, you're okay to do this.
Yeah, vetting, you're fit, you're unfit. Yeah, exactly. You're exactly right, Sam.
Getting the truth out there and making sure whoever takes Keemstar's spot and takes the top spot is somebody we can.
That was earned at Game of Thrones, baby. Sword fights.
Yeah.
I don't know why you took issue with that, but here we are.
Yeah, I thought that deeply about it. I was like, you know what he really means? He means it's a good thing. No, you're fucking, stop fucking lying to me. You hate these fuckers, and you're glad they're fighting. You thought they were eating each other because you saw a bunch of Nick's tweets. Let's be honest. Nick and Technicals are fighting. Like, that's all that's going on.
He's either really uninformed about like the commentary community, or being completely.
He hates them. It's okay.
Yeah.
I don't. But you know what?
You can hate
if you were Boogie. Would you hate the commentary community? I would. I'm sure he's gotten unfair shakes, and we do laugh at him because he's funny.
Yeah, he's laughable, and he's like laughing himself. But
yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah,
it is what it is. One for me, one for my hooker.
A hooker.
One for me, one for my hooker. I don't know. Let's watch this. Let's go to Oki's bullshit stories. This guy's a fun.
Tommy, there was a breaking news. I sent it to your DMs.
One for me, one for my hooker. Let's see. Breaking news. Oh, that's not breaking news. I put it out already.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, I should have said at the top of the day. June the King's video is back. If you saw the video I made earlier, Ray William Johnson has tapped out, thankfully.
Okay.
Good.
And I don't know if that was a man. I should ask that when he's on there. Was it a manual claim or?
It wouldn't surprise me if it was manual.
Ray's a douchebag. He's been sketched since the old days.
He's been doing this for.
Yeah, I remember he did it to Hoover.
Oh yeah, he did Hoover. I remember that. Damn.
I did watch. Somebody gave me a copy. Maybe I should shout them out. I'll do that right now. Somebody gave me a copy of the video. There's some harsh criticism there from June, but it's not unfair by any stretch.
No, it's not unfair. It's not.
I can see why it could get on somebody's nerves.
Yeah, but that doesn't.
I think it should have been an hour and a half of him.
Strike.
I think it should have been an hour and a half of him saying the N-word. That's what it should have been.
Yeah.
I remember when Ray William Johnson used to say the N-word. I do.
Oh
God, I got everything. I got scares in my fucking timeline and everything. All right, but I just to make it clear, I really don't hate Boogie. I think this is a legitimate thing to criticize him on. I think he's at very least uninformed, and he's completely inaccurate. Nobody's fighting for Keemstar's spot or anything like that. I don't particularly. I'm not even 100% sure he's going. I think he will go, and he'll be completely insane and come back in a week. He's got to work, unless he's got something else going on that he absolutely fucking can't do it.
To my knowledge, he's doing a lot more of the boxing thing, setting up fights and stuff like that.
EMC Smalls. Thank you so much for your thing.
That's a lot of money, I guess,
for a person of color. Glad I caught the stream. Keep it up, Tommy. That's a lot of money, I guess. I forgot I never took that down.
Yeah, I mean, we've been using his donation for a while.
I think like 2 years. Yeah. It's just too funny for me.
It's such a good donation sum, though.
It means I hate him, and I wish bad things for happening. That's why I do it. That's why I do it, Boogie, because I hate you. I hate you. I hate when you're happy. I hate when you lose weight. I hate when somebody sends you like. Well, I actually do hate him because he gets free arcade 1-ups. That's legit. That's actually legit. I hate you. I hate the fact that you have a burger time and I don't. It's too funny.
I hate that he can walk and I can't.
Yeah.
No, I hate that.
I hate that he has 1 million subs and I never got 1 million subs and a bunch of plaques.
I hate that he has an electric wheelchair and
I hate that he didn't shoot Frank Hassel. Oops.
Next one.
Yeah. All right, this is the weird thing I'm talking about before. Like, it makes it really fucking bright. There's almost nothing I can do about this. I thought I fixed it, so I may be taking a couple days off to hard reset the old PC, but you should be able to get it.
It seems like you're pretty much.
The reason I find it interesting that you called me a lame bottom feeder is because earlier this year, back in May, you were in my DMs sucking my fucking cock. I said I like your videos. So stupid.
Yeah.
Followed you.
Yeah. Let me explain.
I don't know if you noticed, especially when you had nothing to do with the situation. And
Boogie, sorry, Tipster. He attracts the weirdest haters. Like even weirder than fucking. You know what? Tipster wasn't always good with dealing with this shit. He's not super good with it now, but he's 100 times better from 2016. Oh God, the way he was, he's really sensitive. You know, I wonder if you should sit down with Tipster and ask him how he deals with it. Tipster should not engage on Twitter as much as he does with these wackos. But he's light years better with this stuff and taking criticism than he was 5 years ago, and I'm sure even better than 10. I think commentary's made Tipster tougher. If any, I don't think it's, you know. No, I think, yeah.
So I used to watch Tipster stuff before he like fully moved into commentary.
Yeah, I watch Tipster stuff. I like I have a retro fucking thing though. He's kind of my retro guy, but yeah. So man, God, sit down with Tipster and see what he deals with it.
Yeah,
you know,
he's a bit far too much.
He's a big fat fuck. He knows you can't sit there and say, "But you don't understand, Tipster. I'm a big fat stupid fuck," and he's gonna be like, "So am I." And you guys can, and then you can't pull that shit. You don't know my pain. What do you mean? I'm big fatty too.
They can bond over it.
Yeah. If Tipster could have fell backwards into a pool, he would have done it. He just didn't think of it. fucking Boogie did. Yeah, you probably should. I actually really mean that. You probably. How do you deal with this stuff? Because I know you're a sensitive person, and Tipster's sensitive, but he did something. I'm a heartless sociopath. It's a breeze, all right? But Tipster's not.
Then you said, right
yeah,
here.
You're the only. You're the only.
Yeah, dude, I like your
were
vids.
The only commentary. Yeah,
I was being honest when I said you are the only commentary drama channel that I watch. So
that I watch.
Really interesting that you would.
Jessica Pizzle, thanks for the $5. Hey, wait a minute, that's my $5.
Sucking, choking on my fucking cock in DMs less than a year ago, dude.
Well, Tipster is literally doesn't interact with this guy.
Yeah. Let's just I think you're overestimating how big your cock is.
No, you were kissing my fucking ass less than a year ago, and now I'm a bottom feeder who you hate when I literally don't even fucking interact with you, dog.
Yeah, let me explain.
You're a disingenuous piece of shit. You know that?
Can you just? Why are you getting excited? Can you just?
I love it. That's the new move. You're already getting excited because I want to.
Do you know what?
It doesn't change my argument. It doesn't change this DM, you fucking idiot.
Just settle down.
Because you're a fucking dishonest fucking hack. And quite frankly, I'm not interested in even continuing this conversation with you anymore. Because you're over here talking shit like I regularly, throw shade at you or something when I've never even fucking interacted with you, at least since this engagement that I'm showing on the screen here.
Are you done yet? Or can I?
Yeah,
can I
we are done. Get the fuck out.
I honestly think he should have let him talk and fucking choke himself. But he has every right to throw him out when you're that fucking when you're that two-faced.
Yeah.
Now, honestly, let him tie his own fucking rope. But he had every right to throw him out. Look at Fixer's actually mad there. I thought he's like, remember, folks, if you get mad or loud in a debate, you lost. Yeah, Foggy. Well, why'd you do that?
Why'd you bring him down like that, man?
You dropped the ball for all of us.
We lost.
No, I know what he's talking about. It's like that's kind of a new tactic. Like what was Sen tried that he'll say something completely fucking outrageous, and that would naturally incite or something that's just flat out bullshit. And why are you getting so excited? It's it's so dishonest.
Because Sen, since you name dropped him and he's going to talk about you, I might as well give him the benefit of the doubt. He did agree with your take yesterday.
I don't give a shit. I don't care if he agreed with me. I don't care. I'm just giving him. I'm using him as example because he did it in front of my audience. I don't care if he agrees or disagrees with me.
No, I'm just saying. For once, he agreed with you. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, well, he's an even-handed guy. Well, he's still autistic. Doesn't change anything.
Doesn't change it.
What a fucking dishonest fucking hack.
Wait, Tipster's really mad. Yeah. I figure like you got a bitch and like
literal dishonest fucking hack.
He's right though. I'm not.
Fuck him.
He's mad.
Play some video games.
Holy fuck!
Yeah, and he plays video games for like 2 minutes and then he dips. He's like, I don't.
Oh, so that was real.
Yeah.
I thought. I have some inside information, but I don't.
I don't know whether you can talk about it.
Yeah. What did Tipster say publicly about this, Matt? This whole thing about the DMs.
I don't think he's. I think anything he said is what he said on the stream. I don't think he said anything publicly about the DMs since.
Okay. Fuck. It's not like underhanded. I just don't think he wants me talking about it. It's not like a big secret or anything. But didn't Okie say something about the commentary community? He said something like fucking Boogie did, didn't he?
Yeah, well, I mean, Okie was going after the commentary community pretty hard.
That's a lot of money.
He lost the debate, and it's everybody else's fault. You can send should go bowling. My favorite reaction was when Okie tried to defend accusing Tipster of having what? I missed that. Hold on. And Susie Lou of having 5 head and Lou's naked pics.
Yeah, it was a deleted tweet, but I'll try and find the timestamp.
What?
It starts right at the beginning, Tommy. It's like.
Oh, we'll have a look for it.
Why did he come up with that accusation?
So when they were going back and forth on Twitter, fucking Okie's weird story just comes out of the blue with that tweet, and fucking like everyone's like, it's not true, and he deletes, and then Tipster, he comes on the debate, and Tipster calls him out about it, and Okie's like, well, I found out it wasn't true, so I deleted the tweet.
Oh, that guy's disingenuous, man.
Oh,
he's right. All right. I honestly thought he kind of set him up. Like he fucking found the tweet, and then he was just like, he let the guy tie his own rope. Like he's gonna come off and try to come off like all even handed and shit, and that's just a bunch of horse shit. And then he brought up the tweet, but I think it was more. I think he read it out loud, and after everything that the guy said, I think he just made him mad. Jesus Christ. Well, I saw on Okie's video. I thought he was quite a good video maker. But he's not cut out for the live game.
Tipster just DM'd me and said Tommy can say whatever he knows.
Okay. He found the fucking. Hey, Okie. Thanks, Tipster. Hey, Okie. He found it 5 minutes before he went live that you were fucking sucking his balls. I don't like to even if it's like a non-issue like that, I don't like to talk about shit. I know I've done it before, but I really don't like to do that if I have a private conversation. So he's already going debate, right? And then it's like, wait a minute, I talked to this guy a year ago. Hey, Tim, you're my favorite YouTuber. I love your drama stuff. Not like those other guys that cannibalize each other. It's just like, what? What the fuck? Got you, motherfucker! Okie's bullshit stories. That is so funny. And because he was with me, he's with you, Matt. He's like, you're never gonna believe this. Yeah. Like, I found that like 10 minutes before it went on. Because the reason I know this is because Tipster said he was going on at 3 p.m. Eastern. That's my normal time on Sunday. All right. So I got in touch with him and I said, look, I don't want to go up against you. And he's like, yeah, it's only going to be a short thing. I was like, no, I don't want to go up against you. Should I go early or late? Do you want to move up? Because I'll work around you. And we settled on, I go on half an hour late. And I appreciate that. I think that's great. And, that's what it's like to have, good friends and Augie does nice stuff, and then he shouted me out, and I fucking I'm very lucky. I'm surrounded by the people I'm surrounded by, people like Edwin and Nick and all and Willie and all those guys. So
I got the Susie Lou timestamp. Tom sent it to you.
Susie Lou, why would he? Well, that's the one area you think that's the last area you would go on Tipster on, because he did a good job with that shit.
Yeah.
All right, let's fucking
tweet right here where you said Susie Lou sucks, honestly. It was funny how he had a Google Drive of her nudes, though.
Yeah, so I heard that. People said that it was a lie, right? So then immediately I deleted
debunked that on a live stream like a year.
How could you trust any video he ever made in the future?
Yeah, I mean, this guy's a commentator. Like, he makes commentary content where he uses his own
honestly, I thought Tipster called him a hack because it was an ad hom, and we all call each other hacks. It's like that's like literally true here.
No, that's literally a hack.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm not paying that much attention to your live stream. It was just something I added to it. Like, I just thought
that's a pretty fucking big deal.
It was funny.
I don't know why you'd send the news to me. I would have had a fucking blast with them.
You think it's funny to spread misinformation about people? You think that's funny?
No, I mean that. Well, okay. Listen, I think you're taking it too seriously, but
that's his tactic. Calm down, guy. No, that's a pretty serious allegation. Yeah, calm down. That's his way to go.
That reminds me of the story you told of the guy at the bar when he was telling you to calm down.
That guy was just drunk, though. Oki's stone sober, as far as I know.
Calling him.
I mean, if you're going to say that I have someone's on a Google Drive that when that's not true, I think that's worth taking seriously, man.
I would agree. You know who would take it serious? Tipster. He would drop a fucking video on that somebody did that in a heartbeat. Mr. Beast has tons of nudes of Gabby Hanna. This is not good, folks. Not a good look. Dude. I can totally see it, you know.
See, we're gonna
start doing. You know what I'm gonna start doing?
What?
No, because when they say like, then it's gonna put me in a spot. When my friends make mistakes, I don't think it's my obligation to fucking like hammer them. It's got to really fucking be worth hammering. It's got
to be something.
Yeah, it's got to be something worthwhile, not an honest mistake or slip up or what I think is a ridiculous thing. So if I do, like when I did Scarce and Keemstar, I hated Keemstar and I didn't know Scarce, you know. And we used to do a lot of videos where we're like, okay, let's review the drama alerts, let's review the Scarce videos, right? Now everybody makes videos or is a friend, and then it just puts me in a bad spot. Not that I'm afraid to do it, but I'm afraid that I'll be like, that's not true, and then it'll just be a fucking, you know, a slip or something. So I can't do that. I'd like to save my bridge burning for fucking serious situations.
You're characterizing it as like, I think you said something about like, oh, I was slandering you, and I'm putting.
You telling him by saying that's true. He's a creep. I'd heard that before.
Out misinformation about you.
I didn't say slandering. What I did say you spread misinformation.
No, I mean on Twitter, I think you said something like that. But
yeah, I said you spread misinformation about me.
Okay, what I did was I made a tweet and I deleted it almost immediately, and you were like spurring on Twitter about it, like. Again, like what you usually do. I think you've made like 10 tweets.
I mean, I think it's fair. I think it's fair.
Thanks so much. $25. First time watching live. Stop the cannibalization. Fresh Tukski. I think Tipster, you know, it's I love when they do this calm down. Tipster seems perfectly calm.
If somebody's spreading misinformation about me now.
No, but it's just it makes you kind of look like an idiot.
I know what I think. Spreading misinformation makes you look like an idiot.
You're like,
it does. Me defending.
I could totally see why you hung up on him. I take everything I said back before.
Yeah.
Myself against misinformation makes me look like an idiot.
Misinformation that was deleted almost immediately.
It wasn't deleted immediately. There was enough time for me to screenshot and make multiple tweets about it and someone to archive it before it finally got deleted. It was sitting there for quite some time, my dude.
No, sitting there at least maybe like less than like 5 minutes or something like that. It was like almost immediately. As soon as
it's 2 seconds, it's too long.
I mean, granted, that's semantics. I don't think it really fucking matters. The point is you tweeted it.
You know, but it's like you continue to harp on like, oh, he's like, it makes
on your mistakes.
Like
heaven forbid I harp on someone spreading misinformation.
yeah. You're saying spreading, but then it's just this is silly. Like, I mean, it makes it sound like I'm actively
so why
doing
did you delete
it when
it?
you're continuing.
Why did you delete
Why
it?
did I do it? Why? Because it was just something. It was something I heard, pretty much one time, and I thought it was funny, and then I didn't really look into it that much. I deleted it immediately when people said that it was a lie and that you debunked it.
Okay.
So you know.
I want to ask you about another tweet, and it's not like my feelings are hurt about this tweet or anything like that, but I kind of want to ask you about it because Mango asked you what did Tipster do, and you said that he's just a lame bottom feeder.
Okay, and then it goes into
the
yeah, what we already saw.
Yep.
Oh, fuck. Ogie's bullshit stories.
Okie noodles.
Okay, Ogie's.
Okie challenged Nick to a boxing match.
Did he?
Yeah.
But I thought Nick was a slimy Weasley fuck.
Yeah.
He'd get out the match somehow.
Who's playing with their microphone? Somebody's scratching their microphone or something.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, I don't know. It's one of you two. Not me. There's fucking Okies in there fucking sabotaging myself. Sabotage. I could probably use that, can I? You ever see William Shatner sabotage? I mean, every fucking radio show's ever done.
I've heard it.
It's one of the funniest things I've ever recorded. I did Casey Kasem, right? That's something every fucking shock jock's ever done. I should introduce everybody to sabotage. William Shatner. Sabotage. This is too funny. All right, he's reading for a video game. I think he's doing a reading as Captain Kirk for a video game. It's always been kind of known that Shatner's he's a bastard. Captain Kirk, yeah, he's a total bastard, and he really just belittles this person after a minor criticism and what he was doing. This is one of the funniest things I ever heard. Ever. Here it is.
I got to play you this. This is William Shatner.
Oh, I can't play fucking Stern. That's where I heard it from. I heard Stern when I was a kid.
Excitement.
Okay, so he's like a multimedia CD, like a video game, something like that. He's recording.
2 minutes, and listen very closely. You'll be amazed at what you hear. Okay?
Can there be a little more excitement in the beginning?
I love it. Okay.
I can't do this because Stern's in the background. I might get claimed. Stern's in fucking...
you gotta be careful.
No, I can't do it because it's actually the Stern cut. Highly recommend listen to Sabotage.
Sabotage.
No, so I can't. So I guess the only recording of it is the Sabotage. Is a Stern thing. It's too bad. I can't play it. Sorry. I don't want fucking Howard Stern breathing out my fucking neck. He's not as fun as he used to be. It's a really, really funny clip. It's as good as two. Fucking dog dying. I'm sitting there you're coming up with those up-tempo songs, and I got to talk about a goddamn dog dying.
Yeah, I remember that. That was great.
Oh, here's the voiceover. Maybe this might be it. Hang on. All right.
This is William Shatner, and I would like to invite you to take a journey with me into the 21st century.
This is it.
So take the next few minutes and listen very closely. You'll be amazed at what you hear. Okay?
Can there be a little more excitement in the beginning?
I love it.
I heard Robin. I can't do it. Fuck it. Go listen to yourself. Fuck.
Damn it.
I heard Robin. Can't have Robin in there. It's just the funniest shit ever. Let's take some calls.
Right.
Oh, nobody's in there. Yeah, I'll take some calls now. I'll open phones. Open phones. Come sabotage my show. And what have you. It's been funny.
Sabotage.
He's bullshit stories. Here's one. Bryce Hall clears up reality house drink spiking allegations. Boy, if I was going to bet that anybody had a drink spiking allegation, I would have put my money on Bryce Hall.
Oh, I remember when this happened.
It's bullshit. Apparently, it's total horseshit. It didn't happen.
I remember when this came out.
Are you really shocked it had like in that environment? One of the things about this lie, it's totally believable.
It's completely believable.
It's totally believable. There's smart lies and not so smart lies. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah, it's a pretty smart one. Most people wouldn't second guess that kind of one.
AC, you're on the air with Xanta.
Happy Monday, Tommy.
Yeah, happy Monday. Do you have one guy's in a wheelchair and the other guy has no legs?
One leg.
One leg, sorry.
One leg.
All right, one guy has two legs that don't work and one guy's got one leg.
Sorry, Matt. Sorry.
It's all good.
All right, go ahead.
I just wanted to say I agree with what you were saying earlier. I wouldn't have cried if fucking, Frank Castle got shot and all that. Honestly, I
because he's a bully. It would have been like I'm glad it didn't happen, but not for him, not for society.
It should have been like a high noon sort of moment. They should have drawn their guns and went.
Would be funny, yeah. But like Boogie pulled out his gun, he started fanning on it like Clint Eastwood, like fucking free.
Yeah.
Here we go. Yeah, he just comes out and he's like, he just walks up. flips his gun around. He's like, bang, 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 bang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been great.
Oh man, that would have been, yeah. That would, I mean, that would have been that. It would have made it a lot more interesting to follow. You'd hear about that for like a year later.
Yeah,
fucking the court proceedings. People were like, "What the horrible case of Boogie2988 or whatever."
Yeah.
Also, I didn't know about that tipster thing. That's
too good.
I mean, I just seen this Okie guy around. There's some guys I know follow him.
I watched one of his videos. Pretty good, but
yeah?
I don't believe it anymore. Apparently, it was something about the moon landing, and I saw it in Okie's story, so it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clearly, bullshit. Tipster donated $100. Okie's bullshit stories defending degenerate behavior. Him and abandoned Mary retard slush in that joke. I don't even know that joke, but thank you for the
Dogens chick. Yeah.
I don't know what that is. Thanks so much, Tipster. I really appreciate that. And Tipster did it right. He did
that
it
reminds
through
me,
Streamlabs.
The fucking
thank you.
The funniest thing about that tweet with Boogie is like, you notice he tagged the wrong tipster.
Oh, did he?
He tagged an account called Tipster, and it's just like some woman named like Sharon Richards or some shit.
That's fucking funny.
Let me find that tweet. Let me see.
Yeah. I just saw that because Turkey Tom was commenting on it.
Turkey Tom.
He gave his turkey take.
He's giving his turkey takes.
Mm-hmm.
Turkey takes. All right, thanks to call, AC. I do appreciate it. That's the new guy. I didn't want Jessica Pizzle. Hey, Jessica Pizzle, you're on the air.
Here.
Did you just say you didn't want me?
No, I didn't say it at all. What are you talking about?
I hope not.
You probably heard something in the queue.
I would be very mad. I'm very mad. You wanna hear another rumor that isn't at all true, but we can spread?
All right. Is it so? You're saying take this with a grain of salt, more than likely bullshit?
Oh, total bullshit, because it involves me.
Why would I want to bring up total bullshit unless it's really funny? Like, what do you mean?
Well, I mean, the only nudes that Tipster has are mine.
Do you have nudes out there? You're like,
I have a video out there somewhere.
Do you really? What are you doing in the video?
Do.
What are you doing in the video?
Jesus Christ!
You really shouldn't be saying that here. This is like the worst. Somebody's gonna find it. You know that, right?
I mean, if they do, thank you. Let me know what site it was. So, because I know there's one site that I couldn't find it on.
Are you doing stuff? Are you doing stuff with a dude?
With a girl.
That's even better. What are you doing? Hokey pokey?
Sexy stuff.
Sexy stuff? What's sexy stuff with a girl? How does that roll?
Well, of course it starts with like making out, playing with the boobs.
There's nothing hotter than watching two hot chicks make out. Nothing hotter in the world.
And then eating pie.
Ew. So do you get involved in all that action?
Well, yeah. No, okay. I was the dom.
You're dumb? Oh, yeah. Lesbians are really stupid.
No, she said she was the dom.
Fucking Tom.
Is it video? Why did the video get out? Did somebody like revenge porn you?
No.
No.
It was. I got paid for it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Was it high quality?
It was like C-list.
C-list? Who scored the soundtrack?
I have no idea.
So, wow. No, nothing like that. 70s.
It was like a person with their phone just recording you guys.
Did they have porns like that?
It was actual camera setup, and it was actually studio.
Yeah. Do you feel uncomfortable, like going down on a chick and like no?
No, at that time in my life, hell no.
How much coke were you doing back then?
None.
What were you doing? You were doing something. The first time I ever
did coke was like last year, and I tried it, and I didn't like it.
What were you doing back then that could get you to like, all right, I'm gonna go down this broad. Let's have a good time. You know, like how does that happen?
Well, it was So you start off, you go and you meet like the photographer. There's a photographer and then there's the camera person. And the first person you meet is the photographer. And she was a nice lady, really nice. And she kind of gets you comfortable with being in front of the camera.
Yeah.
And then you go into the studio. So it's like a photo and a video. You had a choice of whether or not you wanted to do the photo and the video or the photo, whatever. They were very nice.
With the photo, you probably don't got to go all in. You just got to make it look like you're doing it, right? Yeah.
Well, the photos was just kind of like like a Playboy spread kind of thing.
Yeah, but if you're doing a video, you gotta like do the deed, I imagine, right?
Not in the photo. No, it was just more posing.
Right.
The video thing, but it was like it was really just getting used to being naked in front of the camera, and then she asks you ready to do you still want to do the video, and then you meet whoever you're doing the video with. And they kind of give you like in this case, there was no actual story. It was just to have sex with her.
Well, you don't need those stories anymore.
Yeah, so,
what do you mean? She has to be like your school teacher. Are you having trouble with this lesson? Let me help you. Wow. Yeah, that whole fucking thing. Why do you say it was stupid bad? Like, do you regret doing it? No. Why would you not have you?
I wanted it.
Do you not?
Wanted it fun stuff.
Are you not attracted to women anymore? Did you just like give it? Was it just like a phase?
I'm still very much attracted to women. Yeah. I mean, I've always every time I'm like one of those that I know that my skill level is beyond anything a woman could ever dream of.
Really?
A taste of.
You sound like a dude.
And so like every time I'm like thinking, God, bet. I want to turn a girl. You want
to turn him out? Do you still have sex with women? Okay, I'm sure your husband doesn't care. Do you still have sex with women or
no?
No.
He would care because I.
Oh, really? That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Well, you should have married me. I'd have let you, do as many chicks as you want. Should have married me.
Yeah, he would care because I was married to one, so he would think of it as cheating, not as.
Well, it is, but I guess it's not cheating if a guy doesn't care. It's not cheating if I get to bang your girlfriend. That's the way I see it.
if he gave the permission, then no, it's not cheating.
Whatever. Well,
no, he would care. He's
we were young,
which I'm fine with.
Yeah. The only thing I never got to go the whole way with the twosome. Was it mahjong? Like I made out with two different chicks once, and it got pretty, but it didn't go the whole way. So that's the closest I ever got. I wasn't that wild.
I've never
fucking Catholic, you know.
I've never had. Never.
You never did the two-way thing with two dudes? Yeah.
Nope.
You're missing out.
Never. I don't think so. I don't like that hole. That hole is not for entry.
Yeah,
that's for exit.
No,
for exit
I wasn't even getting at that, but now that you bring it up,
and I know what an Eiffel Tower is. I saw a chick at the back of a bar one time doing it, and I was like, you are a skank. That is gross. You don't let them do.
I don't even know what an Eiffel Tower is.
You don't know what an Eiffel Tower is, Tommy?
No. You don't know what an Eiffel Tower is? Oh, Tommy.
Two dudes, one girl. The dudes high five while they're doing it. Does that make sense?
I could never have. I couldn't have sex with another guy in the room. I couldn't do it. It's not for me. It's not me. Not even as like the worst thing I ever did. I would if my roommate was banging a chick, I because the barracks are kind of small, so you kind of got to tolerate it. So I'm a good battle buddy.
I've had that. I've done that.
Yeah, you said, and then the guy was like in the next room. Yeah, but I mean, when you're in the army, that's like fucking normal.
He was on the bottom bunk.
Yeah,
kind of situation.
Well, bottom bunk. I don't know if I could have dealt with that, but he was in the other side of the room. But I could have banged the chick in there, and he wouldn't have said anything too. So I had a buddy like that, but that's about it. All right, enough of this sex talk. You're making me feel slutty, and that's never good.
I know. I came in and I meant to be wholesome.
Take a fucking shower after this call.
You meant to be wholesome.
You're wholesome.
Yeah.
Was, hey,
you're not right. It's wholesome, all right, around here.
Wholesome.
Well, that was wholesome funny.
It was funny. It was funny. All right, Jessica Pizzo. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Jesus
Christ. Sometimes I wish that Android glitch was back.
Everybody's like, you shouldn't have told her you wanted to liquor. Like, that was the right girl to make the pussy lips joke about.
Oh my God, you couldn't pick anyone better.
Measle Memes, you're on the air.
Yeah, hello.
How can I help you?
Yeah, I think Boogie is completely wrong.
What?
I think the commentary. I think the commentary community is doing great.
In what situation? Because they are shitbags. Boogie's not 100% wrong here, but he was really off on this particular thing.
Yeah, but I think it's just salty because he's received the criticisms, and that's why he's saying that. They just talk about the Francis character, and they
do they really talk? I don't know anybody talking about the what's wrong with Francis? You know, I don't see anybody like criticizing more Francis. I mean, I could see content criticism, like it's old or you should do this with it, but like you do Francis, you're a bad guy. I'm not seeing that.
No, so he's manipulating. When I first watched
wait, you think Boogie's manipulating the audience with that character? Are you kidding me?
No. When he says that all the criticism, he kind of paints a picture where all the criticism of him is, commentators misunderstand.
Or it's illegit. Yeah, he does do that.
Yeah,
he does. He does kind of.
He blames a lot of it on commentators when.
I told him this. It's like the biggest part is he feeds the trolls. All right, he gives him exactly the answer he wants. The other part is he doesn't know when not to apologize and just drive on and ignore. And the tiniest part is our society is fucked. Okay, he thinks it's exactly the opposite. He thinks the biggest part of the pie is societal, and the other two parts are minuscule, when it's exactly the opposite. You know, like it's just like, and I think the way he looks at it is like, okay, I did this stupid thing. I don't deserve guys coming up to my house and telling them they're going to rape me, which is exactly what happened to him. And yes, but it's just like his solutions are the worst. I don't want to get too into it because it's a private conversation. Like when we're doing the Frank Castle stuff, he was telling us to do certain things to help his case, and every one of them, every idea was worse than the next. You should do this, you should do that. It's like, no, that's going to make your situation worse. And it's difficult to get through to him. You know?
Yeah, he isn't... he can't deal with difficult situations.
No, he doesn't, and I think that's some of that he can't help. I'll give him that kind of empathy, but just
when I watched the Twitter video, I kind of got the idea that he really doesn't watch any commentators
on
YouTube.
Yeah, he probably hates the guts. I accused him of just following me so I wouldn't talk to him about him, and he took exception to that and said it's not true, but. In fairness, I think everybody hates me too. So I mean, the difference between me and him is I think everybody hates me, and I'm glad.
You're okay with it?
I'm not. No, I'm ecstatic about it. No, that's the difference. But he doesn't have my mental makeup, and not everybody does. I wish I was better friends with him at the point, like the turning point. I wish somebody was there for him to like, okay, this Francis thing's going to slow down, and here's what you need to do. Yeah, I wish it was there for him. And, you know, go and search your name and seeing fucking... I'm not saying he's doing this, but I'm pretty sure he's doing this. And seeing who's talking bad about you is... I don't do it. You know, and worrying about this, that, and the other thing, you know, there's controversies you address because you have to, and controversies you don't, and the hardest part is knowing which ones not to do and don't, and he's bad at that. Toffee King with the big 2-0, thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, thanks for the call, memes. Peace. Who else should I take?
Let's see.
Aldi. How are you?
Hi, it's Keem's cocksucker here. How are you?
Oh yeah, he's good. Hey, Keem's cocksucker. How you been?
Yeah, not too bad. I was thinking about Boogie and the way he handles this fucking hate, and it's just, I feel like you know how when iDubbbz went and said the N-word at Tanamongo's concert, right?
Which one of the greatest moments of all fucking YouTube.
Exactly.
Time. Yeah.
But what was interesting about that, I feel like if it wasn't iDubbbz and someone else did that, they would have got way more backlash. So,
true. He had a lot. He spent some cloud capital on that, but iDubbbz was on top of his game back then, and Nisa hadn't come in and ruined his life.
But I feel like it's not what Boogie does.
Mm-hmm.
It's the way he reacts to what he does.
Yes.
Let's be honest. What he really didn't. There's way worse people could go after than Boogie. But the way he reacts to them,
he's a gold mine. Like, I knew he'd be uncomfortable when I DM'd him. I didn't know he was going to make that fucking video, you know? But I think other people pick up on that, you know? And they're like, I made this blue check mark, YouTube legend, do this. And, yeah, they get off on it. He feeds the trolls. And I think some of it he can't help, right? Which sucks because the most important thing he needs to do is manage the part of being a public figure that sucks and accept it rather than make it societal. And the whole world and people got to come in and ban this. I mean, they're not going to solve your fucking problem, dude. I promise you.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I think Boogie's a great guy. I don't think, you know, when he does something dumb, I laugh. You know, I don't think, oh, what a horrible person who needs to be punished. But you know, I have experience with Tommy and C and people that show, even unwillingly, even any kind of weakness, it's just.
But take like me and you, for example. Yeah. When we were like arguing there, you went there, you argued back, whatever, and then we moved on and we laughed.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I was probably thinking, well, people come here to watch me yell at people and shit, so I would. I might have been. I might have been like mad at the moment, but the moment's over, and then I'm like, I can sort of justify it as like, well, that's why people tune in. You know, I don't know you, you don't know me, you know, whatever. And you can go to your friends and say, look what I made that old fucking asshole do. You know, and then it's like a win-win. You know, Boogie doesn't look at things that way, you know. Boogie doesn't look at that thing. But you were really an overbearing fucking cocksucker when it came to Keemstar. I'll have to be honest with you.
Could I ask you one question?
Sure,
one question.
Sure.
It's an open call question, unrelated to Boogie.
Sure. Go ahead.
It's been bothering me, and it's now 5 fucking years since Dated ended.
Yes.
And I just really want to know. I know so many of your viewers want to know as well.
Mm-hmm.
Look, Keemstar retired. Mm-hmm. Colossal is Crazy is basically non-existent at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Could you please fucking tell us what happened with the Scarce episode, please?
I said before, but nobody believes me no matter how many times I say this. I'm going to tell you the truth. I've said this before. This is the last time I'm saying that. Well, I can't reveal what personally went on. The episode was awful because Keem was in there trying to ruin Scarce. And they just screamed at each other. It was one of the only times I've heard Scarce scream. And it was so boring and so bad, and there was no let up. And it wasn't like the grade A. There's a lot of screaming in the grade A on their episode.
I love that episode.
But this was like, you know what? If we'd have put that out, people would have thought it was a work. It was so bad. It got so bad that me and fucking Colossal started DMing each other and fucking goofing on both of them. And then talking about other stuff. Oh, did you see this video? That's how bad it was. Like, if me and him are too bored to engage into the conversation, and he was just telling us to shut up whenever we chimed in. So it was just that bad. And believe me, neither of them had a problem with, letting it go because they both look bad. That's it. That's all it was.
I thought that was your public statement, and in private, something else actually happened. That you were just giving us like a little brush.
Well, I mean, I can't tell you. Like,
why? Who cares at this point? It's
because I'm a person of my word. No.
Oh, come on. You told Keemstar
might have forgot, too. I mean, it's 5 fucking years ago. It was probably 5 years ago this week, if you think about it. It's like the end of November. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's always been curious.
I remember I was playing fucking a World of Warcraft Legion around that time. You know, that's how old it was. No, it wasn't that big a deal. Trust me, it wasn't that big a deal. It was a big deal. Clearly, I couldn't tell you anyway. All I can tell you is it would have been damaging for the both of them. So, and how am I going to tell you? Like, think about that. How am I going to tell you something damaging about Keemstar that I was swore to secrecy for?
You said he like sniffed cocaine, and you told it like all sorts of things.
Yeah, but it was fucking like he had me talk about doing coke.
Why was this episode so bad that you can't?
Because I gave my word. Well, no, that's kind of good point. But the cocaine thing was said publicly, so it's just I dug it up.
He did say it publicly.
Yeah, he did say it publicly. Yeah, he said it publicly. Yeah.
I think it was
on an old podcast. I was way out of fucking line. But you know, like what kind of logic is that? You're a complete piece of shit. Why don't you be a piece of shit again? Like piece of shit
because
again.
I don't understand how bad that episode.
It's just on it. It's not. Ultimately, it's because it wouldn't have been entertaining. All right. It wouldn't have been entertaining. It would have been damaging to it because they both acted like a bunch of jackasses. Keem more so than Scares, because Scares got to the point where he's going, nope.
That's a lot of money, I guess.
For that. I mean, it was funny that way. It was just like, it wasn't that good. You know, I would have liked it too. And you know what? Blame your fucking hero, because he wanted to use Beta to get even with everybody. He wanted to make an entertaining show. That was not his
And who made the decision not to reveal the episode? Was it just mutual
it was just
amongst everyone?
like we always had like kind of a pact between all three of us. If it didn't go, that was it. You know? So that's it. There was other episodes that got scrapped too. Like Keem and fucking Clown would start fighting in the middle of it, and then just like you would hang up, and then me and Clown would bitch back Keem and make fun of him for the next hour on Skype.
Yeah.
All right. Are you satisfied?
I mean, not really. I think you said you already said before, so
yeah, I already said. Wait, what do you think?
I wanted to
I want to hear what your fucking like your sick and twisted Keem cocksucker fucking fantasy is. What do you think happened on there? I'll tell you what. If you guess it right, I'll tell you you're right. How about that?
All right.
There you go. Here's your spot. Don't blow it.
It just blew me up. I don't know.
Get the fuck out of here. Bye. Fuck. I'm not that bad a person. Jesus. Yeah. I actually don't remember. I don't. Yeah,
remember. I thought that was probably half of it. You didn't.
That's a big part of it.
Exactly what happened.
That's a big part. I couldn't. You know. Yeah. You know what? I don't. I know it would have been damaging to both of them, but so much time has went by. I couldn't even speak on it. It would have been. I think it was something like this or something like that, and it would. I could probably fuck it up. You know.
Yeah.
So that's definitely not. I don't remember.
You could dig yourself a hole. So.
Yeah. It's just it's a mugs. It's you know you want to know what happened? Watch Technicals and fucking Nick argue. There you go. That's what happened.
That's what happened in the
goal. Anna Noct or whatever your name is.
I don't care though. How are we feeling about new Spider-Man coming out in December?
Actually, I'm not the biggest Spider-Man guy, but this one looks really good. So
it so does. I don't think I've been excited about Spider-Man since like the old Sam Raimi movies. And
I'm like I hated those movies. Absolutely hated those movies. I'm excited. Really? Yes, they sucked. They're ridiculous. The bully comes to school and fucking it's supposed to be like a realistic Spider-Man. He makes his webs organically, and he pushes the fucking bully, and he flies across the fucking room. I hated those movies. This Sam Raimi's movies are the worst.
A little bit too campy for you? You don't like Sam Raimi?
No, I liked fucking Evil Dead. Evil Dead 2.
I mean, Bruce Campbell, you can't really go wrong with
that,
right?
No, you can't. I'd be a fucking jerk off if I said that.
You know, I think so good. I was rewatching the first Spider-Man. I actually didn't notice that Bruce Campbell did a cameo in that one.
Yeah, I think
originally he was like the announcer. I didn't see that the first time.
Yeah,
Spider-Man is name.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
that was
right.
Really cool.
He did. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I remember that scene. I think I saw it recently. I never. First of all, that song that came out when the first Spider-Man ruined it for me. We're gonna be heroes, and not gonna leave away. Oh, what a horrible summer! Everywhere I go. Oh, God.
That's when the Nickelback stuff started to get weird. I think that's when people started.
That's the first time I heard them. But here's what I do know. Every other song sounded like every song sounded like that. They sucked. They were fucking awful.
I get a guilty pleasure for
I never remember saying somebody saying, Nickelback is doing the music for Spider-Man. I was like, who are they?
Yeah, the stuff at the time wasn't that great, but the like original stuff that they put out was actually really good.
Yeah, and then they just did, the Spider-Man song with different lyrics, and every other fucking song after that. They're fucking terrible.
After that, except for I think it was one album ago, they actually went back to their roots.
And they're back to the roots of fucking making the same song over and over again.
Well, before they went to
that song is great. No, it does. It's not great, Mike. You're obviously insane. You're saying I'm having a stroke. Somebody check MikeTheBike's pulse, because he apparently all the Latino soul leaked out of him. He's like, I like Nickelback.
I like these white guys.
I like these white guys. They're pretty good.
You're good musicians.
Jesus Christ.
I hate that argument though that people would say, "Oh, Nickelback sucks because all their songs sound the same."
They do.
Like, I
saw a YouTube video like 11, 15 years ago, and they put they got the track and the lyrics, and they put it on a different song. It sounded exactly the same.
I mean, a lot of fucking Boston's music sounds the same.
So fuck Boston, man. They suck too. Like, what do you want from me? They both suck. All right, you proved it.
And AC/DC. A lot of their shit sounds the same too.
I wouldn't. They have the same vibe through every song, but it's the same fucking 3 chords. You know, Jesus Christ. You know, I mean, yeah, they put out. I mean, Metallica. You can say that about Metallica. They make Metallica music. So does AC/DC. But I mean, Nickelback. It's just slop, corporate slop.
Yeah, it's fun. At least
hey, listen, I grew up next to New Brunswick, where we respected music, right where Cenk Uygur grew up, and I would not, no self-respecting music lover myself would ever say they love Nickelback. I am a snob, and you know what? Even if I wasn't a snob, Nickelback still sucks. All right, I agree.
I'll agree to disagree on that one. I think
I'm literally like I thought those. This is what I'm a music snob I am. Have you seen the movie High Fidelity with fucking Jack Black, the music of the world?
John Cusack.
All right, I agree with those guys, like literally on everything. Kick people out of your fucking record store. Fuck them.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
There was one good song on the Spider-Man soundtrack, the Stone Sour song "Bother." That was really good.
I bet it's awful. I bet I don't trust you. I don't trust hillbillies with fucking music.
Lead singer Slipknot's other band is Stone Sour.
Oh, I hated that. Was one of the Slipknot side projects.
It was his side project.
Is that the one when he's like he did the video and he's looking in the mirror? Look at this photograph. Was that what the?
No, that's no photograph.
No, that's through. No, Through the Glass is the one you're thinking of. Looking at you through the glass. Don't know how much time has passed.
Sounds awful. I used to hate that song too. Look at this photograph. Every time it makes me laugh. Oh.
That's why it's become such a huge.
Look at this shitty band. All the lyrics sound the same. It's a Bruce Springsteen knockoff. They're gonna yell out every lyric all day. They suck.
At least you know it.
Yeah, it sucks. Bruce Springsteen sucks too. I got news for you. All right.
I don't like him that much either.
I don't like you. Bye. I threw the wrong guy out. Fine.
Not a bad impression though.
Yeah, I threw Matt out. Why can't I just? Why aren't I smart enough to throw the right people out?
You threw me out, Tommy.
All right, now we have Repsion Cocksucker on. How are you, sir?
Oh, pretty good. Why the fuck did you move?
I don't know. That gets on my nerves sometimes.
He's old.
Fuck off with Nickelback. I hate Nickelback.
That's good for you. Good for you. Got no soul. It's for fucking lame white people music for lame white people. Wow.
I think every Nickelback fan needs to be shot.
Person of color.
I mean, honestly, like, you know, I'm not for racism or anything, but I get it. Like, if you hate white people because of Nickelback, I think I can give you a pass. It sucks. Yep. All right. You know, there's no excuse for racism except Nickelback. All right. And then it's okay.
Totally justified.
Yes, absolutely. What do you got to say, douchebag?
Oh, okay. All right. Dude. So when all this like technical stuff was going on.
Yeah.
Because I guess like Dan was hanging out with his girlfriend this weekend.
Dan,
I showed him one. What?
I love this technicals, and my lover was hanging out with his girlfriend, so I had to pay attention to all your fucking Tommy C. Nick DiOrio bullshit. Well, okay, tell me, how was the rest of your weekend there, pal? You know?
Yeah, he just called them all pedos.
yeah. Is that what Dan said? A bunch of pedos. Call me later, fucking Agmar. Leave me alone. Trying to get some push.
10-foot fucking pole.
Yeah. Does he ever say, "Look, I'm trying to get a blowjob here, Agmar. Stop fucking calling me"?
Dude, I fuck with that dude way too much. I'll just call him at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
I'm sure he loves you. You know, I can't. Next time I have a conversation with you, I don't talk to Dan very often. When I do, I'm going to bring you up immediately. I'm going to find out how annoying you really are. Yeah.
He actually knows. All right, here's a dirty little secret. All right. A couple months ago, we were both on vacation, and at like 4 o'clock in the morning, he sends me a text message, and he just fucking rips ass. Just fucking farts.
Well, you guys are really good. I didn't envision your relationship. I figured he was just afraid of you, so he tolerates you. You know? He's kind of like, you know, I don't need another fat guy in the internet saying I'm fucking raping girls and shit. I'm even nice to Agmar, you know? Yeah. Who was that other fucking lunatic that with the movie theater incident? The kid that ran?
Oh, yeah. Colton.
What happened to Colton? He was doing some great work around.
He did save the white sharks, and then he just dipped.
What happened? That was funny. That was actually funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was totally going to give money and then charge back. Yeah. That's
he's going to show up at your movie theater, Tommy.
What?
He's going to show up at your movie theater. You do that.
Yeah.
When you go to see Spider-Man.
I go to see Spider-Man, Colton saying, imagine that. Yeah.
Some fat, tubby kid.
Yeah. I would just snitch on him. I would just say, hey, stay right here. And I would tell a police officer, that guy offered me sex for money. You really need to take him out of here. Like, I was made to feel very uncomfortable. Well, that's awful.
They probably do it.
He's a prostitute. Put him in jail. I would do. I don't know. He's buying a passport as we speak. Where? To where? Fucking China?
He's going to Cuba.
Yeah. All right. Actually, he is funny.
Yeah.
He's a funny
guy.
Yeah,
I still remember when he went on, what's his name, stream and impersonated Tipster.
Yeah, he's able to fool people. Like that's a gift.
Yeah, he was like, he fooled him like 3 different times. I can't remember the guy's name.
I was seeing him chat. Like he had fooled somebody, and we were watching him do it. Me and Nick, and like Nick's like, he's gonna yell the N-word any second now.
Yeah.
Well, he got thrown out of Augie's community because he kept donating the N-word to Augie.
That's why he disappeared.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
He's not good at dialing it back, is he?
Nah.
Nope.
And that's just what whenever we get a real weirdo that does really funny stuff, like they're uncontrollable. Like there's not, like Howard Stern would always get these weirdos, and he could kind of reel them in, and they could make content. Like Sal, the stockbroker, and what the fuck was his name? That other hillbilly he used to hang out with. But they make great content.
Well, it helps. It's worth like $60 million.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, if I paid that little shit, maybe he might actually, give me something good. It was Connor, not Colton. Was it? When they threw Connor? That's too funny.
Oh yeah, people are talking about the thing with Tax Brother. That was Connor who brought all that up, not Colton.
I gotta try and get my hillbilly friend in here. He's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, you're not hilarious. This calls a spy.
Well, if he
I still want to have the fantasy that fucking Dan can't stand him.
Yeah. Or Dan doesn't know the guy.
Oh yeah. He's just
we actually talked about that. Wouldn't it be great if we talked to Repsy? I was like, who is that guy?
have no idea who that is.
You know what that happened to? You love baseball, so Larry King.
Yeah.
He wrote a whole book about growing up with Sandy Koufax.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, and then so like they mentioned the book to Sandy. It was like just before he died. Like Sandy Koufax, he's like, I have no idea who that guy is. Isn't that great?
Holy
a whole
shit,
fucking book, a lying sack of shit. You know. So I grew up in because everybody like Larry King is like, I'm Jewish. We're from Brooklyn. Like the Koufax is Jewish. Who's gonna fucking call in the question? You know. Well, Sandy Koufax did.
Maybe you should have waited for Koufax to die first.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's what they did to what's his face, Ty Cobb. Mm-hmm. All that stuff about Ty Cobb being a racist and a murderer and all, it's all bullshit. Beating up a black guy in a wheelchair, it's all lies. It's all been debunked. It's all lies. What happened was he hated the fucking media, and they made sure he paid, and he was actually in the process of suing the guy that wrote that fucking book that Bill but he died and he could never get it out. It's all horseshit. Like, everything you heard about Ty Cobb being a racist is horseshit. In fact, he was so much not a racist, right? He was a Southern guy and he didn't take a lot of bullshit. His parents were abolitionist. Like his dad.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it was totally, they just made it up because he was a Southerner. It was a total smear job because he would tell the media to go fuck when they asked him stupid questions. So they paid him back. Yeah. And they couldn't do it in life because he was too popular, but they made sure. But the only thing about fucking Ty Cobb, and they tried to make it like Babe Ruth and him got in a fist fight because Babe Ruth had some, like a lot of people used to say that even when I was a kid, that Babe Ruth was, and maybe he was, and who cares if he was, had like some kind of African American blood in him. But apparently the fight was just a typical fucking baseball fight, and it had nothing to do with race.
I think he did dislike Babe Ruth.
Yeah, they didn't like each other. It was probably a competitive thing, and they got a fight one time. How many times has that happened? Shaq and Kobe hate each other too.
You ever heard that one quote from him where he's like, "Can you at least say one good thing about Babe Ruth?" He's like, "Sure, he can run fast for a fat guy."
Yeah, yeah, that sounds like Ty Cobb.
Yeah,
yeah, but I mean, what does he say in the movie? And he said the first words out. I think they asked him about the first words. He goes, "That damn nigger ruined the game." Really? That's what they say in the movie. He never said stuff like that. His parents were abolitionists. He was a proud Southerner. He didn't take anybody's fucking bullshit. He's actually one of the few guys. Most of those guys were dummies back then and fucking ex-cons. Like, he took care of his money. And yeah, he was fucking dying. Then that stupid author that got all sorts of fucking awards for it just made all that shit up. And like, it just goes to show you like how fucking horrible the media is. And he waited till he died because he knew he would sue him into the fucking ground.
Right.
Why is it? I quoted somebody. I didn't say a gamer word. I quoted Tommy Lee Jones. He said the N-word once.
Yeah, he said the N-word in a movie.
In the same context I did. Let's put.
He said the N-word in that movie quite a bit, actually.
Yeah, he did. But that's the thing. They were smearing Ty Cobb by making him say the N-word. Mike the Bike, my favorite spick. Sorry, Mike. Go ahead.
Jesus. All right. Oh, fuck.
Go ahead.
All right, look. I'm not the only Hispanic that likes Nickelback. Clearly, Edwin.
Oh, no, they don't. All the Hispanics are laughing at you. You're a race traitor.
I don't like Nickelback. Their first album was pretty good, but saying songs sound the same is not a good argument because AC/DC uses the same 4 chords in all our songs.
They do, but at least they're not in the same order every song. For fuck's sake.
Also,
Hell's Bells sounds practically like Hell's Bells is extremely similar to like. I don't know. Like every song in the Back in Black album.
I think there's a difference between sounding like Metallica and sounding like AC/DC, and then just the same fucking moaning over bad lyrics with the same,
I agree.
like up tempo or down tempo, and I think it's different. Nickelback, the AC/DC songs they sound the same except like a vibe. Those songs sound like identical. You know?
I like that's the thing. Because I owned the first Nickelback album from my older sister. That the first album
you owned
totally
it, your older sister. I don't believe there's 2 fucking Latinos with absolutely no fucking soul in that house. It was your record.
Edwin in chat just said it.
Wait, no, hold on. Edwin threw you under the bus because he said I like a single song. Do not smear me. He likes one song.
Oh.
Edwin is lying now.
Edwin's
clearly.
lying.
Anyways, the point is,
Edwin's one of those Browns I trust. I don't know about you, sir. You like Nickelback.
Photograph is one of the worst. Like, Photograph has some of the worst lyrics I've ever heard in any song.
Yeah, I know it sucks because the band sucks, and they're a bunch of no talents. When they're not the first band that got big like that, they're certainly not going to be the last. You know, they suck.
You know what's another band that all their songs sound similar? Did you ever listen to Him when they were?
Yeah.
Yes, and then I noticed that, and I lost interest in them.
Yeah, I like their 2 songs that they.
Yeah, it was it sounded like, and then they all sound the same.
Killing Loneliness and
Butterfly.
Butterfly, yes.
Yeah, it's like their 2 hits.
Those are.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Was Feeling Loneliness a CKY one that was always on the CKY soundtrack and stuff?
I saw CKY.
I remember Him. I remember the first time I saw the logo for Him before I even heard them because who was it from? Yeah, Viva La Bam, because he would always have that tattoo or whatever.
You know, it's funny. I saw CKY. They opened up for Clutch a couple years back, and I knew they had some kind of thing with Jackass or something going on. I owned it for my sister. This guy.
Well, I mean, the fact of the matter is, most of the music I listened to in middle school came from my older sister. You know, like System of a Down. Green Day I heard a lot from.
Green Day. Yeah, I guess Latinos are allowed to like white music, I suppose. Actually,
what's wrong with System of a Down?
Nothing. Actually, they're awesome.
They're liberals.
Yeah, that's about it. They're all
politically they were
commies.
So Rage Against the Machines also.
You ever listen to Dave Matthews Band? Why, yes, I did. I love Dave Matthews interviews because he has a very clear voice. It's not, but I hate Dave Matthews. As far as I hate Dave Matthews Band. Bump, 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 bump. Jesus Christ. It sounds like the beginning of a gay porn. I mean, God. Well, anyway, I love Dave Matthews interviews because he has that like really clear voice and he's always stoned out of his mind. Well, listen to him. Hey, welcome to the Howard Stern Show. It literally, I'm not exaggerating. Dave Matthews is wrecked.
You remember when Dave Matthews Band got in trouble back in like the 90s because their bus dropped their septic tank into like the ocean or something? I can't remember.
No, I don't remember that. No.
Yeah.
I'm for the environment. No, I don't. I miss that. But Dave Matthews is fucking like he's constantly on heroin or something. I don't know what's fucking problem.
I like a few Dave Matthews songs.
I like one song.
My band's named after Dave Matthews song.
Every Dave Matthews song that sounds dum 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 dum. Oh, it's I do not understand, dude. I was in a band with guys that were like during the new metal times, and we were in really heavy music and the Jersey hardcore scene, E-Town Concrete, you know, all that stuff. And they're like, Dave Matthews is coming to Meadowlands. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? I mean, I know those guys are really good musicians and everything, but they suck. They suck. They suck. Although, I do like one Dave Matthews song, but not with the band, with his solo project. I like Grave Digger. I like that one single he had. Grave digger, when they dig my grave, will you make it shallow so I can feel the rain? I like that song. That's about it.
I only know like 4 Dave Matthews songs, and those are the ones that I like. Gray Street being my favorite, which is what we named the band.
Gray Street. I'm fucking.
But no. Okay. Speaking of new metal, did you ever listen to Saliva?
No, I was kind of probably out of it.
That band. Like I know I liked them when I was young, but like
were they a knockoff new metal band? Because
they literally sound like a knockoff.
They're like new metal.
Were like Nickelback. They were Nickelback.
No, they did. No, because they did like.
Dude, let me refresh you, youngins. New metal is Deftones, Korn, Limp Bizkit. They're like kind of the top of the fucking heap. You want to throw
Saliva's
Snot
like a
in
knockoff
there?
Of Limp Bizkit.
No, I would say not. Saliva's like right there with Nickelback. Saliva, the lead singer Saliva, was in that song. I'm not going to stand there and wait. He's in that song.
Oh, was he?
Yes.
All I remember the biggest thing I remember from Saliva is they have that lyric. You know how like Eminem when he raps.
Soulfly, I would consider them new metal. Soulfly too.
Like Eminem calls back to like his childhood and how he had it rough. So they decided to write a lyric where they're like, "Yo, my mom and dad were perfect. You won't hear any crying ass bitching from me." Like it's an own that they have a perfect life.
I don't know.
That was a shitty lyric in their song.
I don't know. I don't know who this band is. They sound like they're absolutely terrible. And I think you have terrible taste in music. I know you're a good musician, but you have terrible taste in music.
You're wrong.
You're absolutely right. Oh, Nickelback. Jesus Christ. Why don't you fucking, you need like a xylophone. I think you need to be more Latino. All right? Jesus Christ. Get some songs.
I listen to Latino music.
How about you should? So you may, I'd rather listen to that shit than fucking
I don't understand
Nickelback.
what they're saying, but I listen to it.
Who cares? Who cares what they're saying? It's got soul. They're happy. Dave fucking
Tommy, do you
Dave
know this,
Chappelle
do you know
did it
the song
right.
Brujeria?
What's that?
Brujeria is a good Brujeria is a good Latino song.
Brujeria? I don't know.
It means like witchcraft or something like that.
I don't know. I grew up in New Jersey. There was always plenty of Latino music. I didn't know what they're saying either. Yeah.
I'll send you a few songs. They're pretty good.
Tommy, when I would play GTA 4,
it's funny. You are so soulless with this Nickelback. You're making me feel black and cool. All right.
I mean, said Jesus. One album was good. The rest of their shit's garbage, and your points.
And all your favorite new metal bands. Yeah. All right. Get some soul. You're soulless. I'm sorry. Become Latino again. Come back to us. Bye.
Tommy, when I played GTA 4, all I would listen to is the Hispanic channel. Like on the radio.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's the same on GTA 5 as well.
It's a fucking banger, dude.
Latin channels.
They have Latin music in the new game.
Yeah.
It fucking doesn't work.
It's so good. It's actually really good.
All right. Mistress Bids, welcome to Tommy's Music Chat.
All this talk about music.
What do you got?
2 questions, Tommy. Would you consider what was it? Nickelback the most overrated, worst band of all time?
Worst band of all time. They're up there. I don't know if they're the worst though. Yeah. I don't know. Who do you think the worst band of all time is?
God, I think it was a German band. It was called Grunzel, I think, if I'm pronouncing it right. And
that's a lot of money.
It was just very, it would play very disturbing imagery whenever they did performed live.
Rammstein?
No.
Oh, they're awesome.
Yeah, no, they're good. It was like maybe late 70s, early 80s.
The band that did Da Da Da. That band? That was a German band.
Yeah. But my second question was with regard to YouTube, because I was watching the newer episode of Half Baked Podcast.
Yeah,
very good. And the one thing they were debating on was, would you rather have YouTube strictly enforce their terms of service right to the T, or do you want it kind of done how they are right now, where it's kind of like,
there's
you might
advantages
get banned, you might
both.
not get banned.
There's advantages to both. Well, at least you know where you stand. Nah, I'd probably I'm a to the letter guy, strictly.
Strict?
Yeah, strictly. I know.
Yeah,
but I don't want them to do it retroactively. I don't know why that's such a fucking problem. No, strict. Know where you stand. I mean, the problem is the reason they do it kind of loosely is so they can do whatever they want. They can fuck somebody, and I don't know. I just wish somebody would come and break up this fucking company. I do.
Yeah.
That's what they need. They're interfering with our elections.
Yep. So. Also, fuck Jack Dorsey.
Yeah, but I heard the new guy's worse, right?
Oh yeah. No, he's a quote from 2020, and I think you've seen it. It was where he said, "Yeah, we should not be a free speech website."
All right. Super.
Yeah.
Super. Let's see what he does.
I
wonder if Jack Dorsey's getting out because the fucking Republicans are going to control the House and the Senate, and he doesn't want to get investigated. That's what crossed my mind. You watch what happened in Virginia, and Jack's like, "I'm fucking out of here," because they were going to go after him. They still may go after him. Because that is something that needs to be addressed eventually. Because the Democrats aren't going to address it because these people are in their corner. But that needs to be addressed, and these companies need to be broken out. They're a threat to democracy. They are a threat. They are too big to claim that it's just... when Twitch does something, because that is still kind of small, it doesn't bother me as much as when YouTube does it. Especially YouTube, it's advertised as a public square. And the biggest danger with all these companies is they can't be sued, but in exchange for not being able to be sued, they have to be, you have to let everybody on. Well, they're fucking editors and they're a platform at the same time, and that has to stop. It's a threat, and that's the reason we have the law. So how about this? I'd rather the law be enforced and these companies would be threatened. If you want to keep your protection, you're going to have to start functioning. This is a 3-strike system, and then you are going to lose, and we're going to open you up to endless lawsuits. That's what I think keeps them alive. That's it. All right, thanks for the call, Mr. Vince. Bye-bye. Oh, fuck. What's wrong with me today? I'm like a retard. I think this might be my list. I don't know. Sharpie, you're on the air.
Yeah, what's up, Tom? I don't know if because I kind of came in late, but did you see the fight that the Stardust had with Ethan Ralph?
No.
There was a Twitter fight that.
Why is she fighting with Ethan Ralph? I don't know Stardust very well. I haven't met her yet. But
yeah, so she was. I think she put out a tweet, and then Ethan Ralph subtweeted her, and then she subtweeted him back, and then they started fighting over flamenco, and Flam. Let's back up. Stardust went full based mode on Ethan Ralph because fucking Ralph tried to expose Flam for like saying some shit on the kill stream, some like not very progressive shit, and Stardust said, "Yeah, I know, but I don't fucking care." He completely BTFO'd him. So I was wondering if you just want to pull it up a bit. And
well, you gonna send it to
really
me?
Funny.
You gonna send it to me?
Sure, I can send you the thread if you want.
I've only skimmed this, but if there's a problem within the community and somebody's doing something bad that's a fan that's not connected to my fucking show, I'm not a police officer. I'm just letting y'all know. I haven't gone over this. I'm not. If one of my fans is bad people, it is not up to me to correct it. I'll just let you know.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It is not up to my. It's not for me to come in because I have enough problems with fucking YouTubers. It is just not my. Tell Tipster. He'll fucking take care of it. Send all your complaints to Tipster. He'll get. I am not responsible for this fucking shit. I don't know. I'm just skimming this, and I'm not mad that you sent the thing, but I don't know why you would ask me. It's like fuck. I'm just a stupid entertainer trying to make a buck. What did you say, Sharpies? I'm starting to fall asleep.
Oh, yeah. So I'm trying to find the thread.
You can't even. You come in there, ask me, you say you should see it, and you don't even fucking have it ready, you cunt.
I did. It's your Twitter timeline. She tweets too much. It's not my fault.
No, it's your fault. Come prepared. You gotta. I'm putting you on. I'm putting you on my platform. Come fuck. You gotta be funny, interesting, have some kind of content. Oh, there's Copper Cap. Another white male not taking accountability.
What?
Yeah. You should take accountability of your DNA and all that fucking mutant hair you have coming out of your head. What's left of it.
Okay, here, I found it. All
right, you got it. Send it.
Yeah.
Send it.
Right.
Yeah, she
God, you suck your worst.
So it's hard to find the right thread.
There
Thank you.
Finally. Let's see, Stardust. Stardust's kind of cute. Oh, I'm blocked by Ralph. Well, I think I have a solution for that. I don't know. I have to add the existing account. I can't do the. No.
You can keep going through the quote tweets if you want to see the entire thread. Like they didn't like go in a thread. They just kept.
Ralph blocked me. That's too funny.
Really?
Doesn't surprise me, to be honest.
Oh yeah, he blocked you a while ago.
I didn't know everything was going down. What was going down? I really engaged with him.
Well, yeah. I mean, you didn't engage, but I guess you got kind of like pulled in.
Oh, okay.
He pulled everyone in.
I think you tweeted ha 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 ha, and he took that as.
Oh, because I was laughing at him. Oh, he's never been. Yeah. Well, he's an alpha male. He can take it. You need to log off. You think you're tweeting me in relation to you, and quote tweeting you means fucking with you. Terminally online, Ethan Ralph. All right, what does this have to do with what? I can't read.
It's completely off topic. I just thought it was funny, just because I don't know. I just thought it was some funny Twitter video. Stardust is just someone who would never know who Ralph is.
She shouldn't be screwing with him.
She really shouldn't get in a back and forth with Ralph, honestly.
No. Oh, and she seems to be a woman of color too. No. Not a good idea. And this is not a slight. Like, I don't know. Ralph's not as big as he used to be, but his fucking lunatics follow him. So, like, why tempt fate? You know.
I don't know, dude. Joshua Connor Moon might have to come in. You know.
Yeah. Do you want all that shit?
Yes.
Like, I don't know Stardust, and she's a grown-ass woman. I wish somebody would have said, just ignore his fat ass.
Not the best idea.
Yeah, it's not the best idea in the world. Like, I don't know, like, you know, the next thing you know, he's going to say she's raping children or some shit. And she's going to be like, how can they say that? Because they're them. All right, Sharpies. Yeah, bye. Bye! Let's put Mari. Mari, you're on the air.
Hello, Tommy.
Hey, sexy. What's happening?
Not much. I was going to mention the Jack Dorsey immediately and oddly leaving his position as CEO. I wonder what Me Too allegations are going to come out on that.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah. Well, me got forced out, too. This might be normal corporate takeover. The other guy's pretty aggressive.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't care.
I saw something on Twitter, like someone in the Discord chat yesterday was mentioning it. They were going to ask you, what are your thoughts about a woman having to go to the hospital because she shot herself in the hoo-ha when making some adult content with a...
No. Oh,
gross. Yes.
Don't do that. That's fucking like...
And no, they're not from Florida. They're from Georgia.
Oh, that makes sense.
It would have made more sense if it was freaking Florida, but
it would have.
I don't know. Just,
everything happened.
I would recommend an NRA safety class.
Yeah. Gun safety class.
Maybe she should go bowling with I don't know. Who was the guy that shot everybody at the movie recently? Alec Baldwin.
Well, that's the funny thing. Like, someone
is he dead?
Like, quote tweeted,
is he dead?
I don't think she's dead. It didn't say that she was dead, but like,
that's a really tricky way to do an abortion, huh?
Yeah,
that's one way to do it.
That's one way to like never have kids ever again.
Yeah,
true. Like, someone took a screenshot of it, and they're like, "Has nobody learned anything from what happened at Rust?" And I'm like,
no.
What in the fuck porns are you watching where a girl is doing that with a gun?
I don't know if this is a... I mean, really, like, I don't know. Like, first thing I heard about Alec Baldwin, I was like, I didn't think to myself, boy, this is a teachable moment. I thought Alec Baldwin's a fucking asshole. That's what I thought. You know.
Yeah, I mean, this might be...
I mean, you think, like if somebody took a fucking pistol in their pussy, they're probably there's probably something else going on there, you think? I don't know. Call me crazy. I don't want to be too judgmental, you know? I don't want to be a kink shamer, you know? I mean, a kink shamer is akin to a homophobe. I think she's probably kind of fucked up.
Why would you use a gun to pleasure yourself? There's so many other things.
I thought, was she filming it? Was like a porn thing?
Well, she's making fetish porn.
Yeah, she was making fetish porn.
I'll tell you why, because there's some fucking creepy fuck out there that belongs in chains and probably needs to be put to sleep like a dog that's into that shit. There you go.
That's a disturbing motherfucker.
Dude, that's one thing I do respect about Elvis Alien. He came with his people ruin everything. And a lot of the content's based on like people sexualizing the unsexualizable. You know? And he did it with Overwatch. It was actually a pretty good video. And then he made a whole fucking channel on it. It's actually pretty good, even though he is a cowardly scumbag. He's right. People, there's gonna be fucking porn for it, you know. In fact, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna say something. You want to hear a hot take? Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready? Especially with my experience with Smash, the Sonic crowd, the sexual, like I think what happened was weirdos were sexualizing comic book characters, and every one of them needs to be, you know, put in jail. All right, but they were doing this, and I think the gaming companies and the comic book companies started realizing it. So that's why, like, when you see Apex Legends, everybody's got some wacko fucking sexuality, you know. So they're actively encouraging degeneracy now by giving these people like sexualities. They don't even come up in the games or the stories or anything. It doesn't, and when they do, it doesn't make the character more interesting. It's just like, all right, this guy's pansexual, and this guy fuck goats, and this guy does this, and this guy does that. And because it's the companies encouraging this shit. They realize there's a whole market out there who people that actually think, I wonder how big Luigi's cock is, and now it's like it's gone from a bunch of weirdos doing it on their own to the game companies and the comic book companies actually actively pushing it, because for some reason total fucking weirdo Sonic degenerates buy a lot of shit. There's a hot take for you.
Yeah, I mean, like, the whole... When I saw that on Twitter, I was like, for the love of God, can our species get any more fucking...
Why do you think Copper Cap was running around taking he was a girl? Because he was just trying to court the fucking freaks. He needed money. There he is. There he is.
Fucking it! I told you! If you didn't fucking stop!
Yeah.
Don't you call me a freak, you prick!
No, you're
Who
not.
the fuck do you think you are, Tommy?
I don't know. I think your fans should be put to sleep.
You are! You don't call me a freak! Okay, if I were to wear a fucking wig...
No, you're not a freak. You're taking advantage of... No, you're worse than it. You're not a freak. You're not a freak.
Dress. I can do that, Tommy!
You're not a freak. No, absolutely, because there's a whole bunch of fucking freaks out there that'll think you're like a good person or something. Yeah, I don't believe... I'm not stopping your grift, baby.
It's not a fucking grift. You know what? It's not a grift. It's a gift, Tommy. It's not a grift. A gift. You wouldn't know anything about that, Tommy. The holiday season, you wouldn't. Are you a Grinch, Tommy? Tommy C, the fucking Grinch. It's C for cunt.
I put up the lights.
For caring, Tommy. What does the C stand for? Cunt or caring? Because you're acting like a real crap asshole right now.
Yeah.
You're pissing me off.
You married a redhead.
Yeah, I married a redhead, Tommy.
You're an egomaniac. You're a narcissist.
You're racist towards the redheads, Tommy.
You're a narcissist. Why would you marry a redhead? Every redhead guy I ever met in my life was, first of all, miserable because Jesus Christ, God hates me, and they gave me red hair, right? and then they're like, they'd rather fuck, Jesus Christ. They're like, I want to fuck a black girl, not you.
I want to fuck a black. Oh, no. Really? So now you're. That sounds very racist, Tommy. Very racist.
I think it'd be racist if you didn't want to fuck a beautiful black girl.
People of color, women walk. Women of colors. Walk.
I dig fucking women's of colors. Yeah, all sorts of colors.
Wait, what'd you say?
Women's of colors.
I am so fucking WOC is that's walk WOC. That's a woman of color, and you're objectifying them.
Objectifying.
Okay, you're fetishizing them. Fetishizing is fucked up.
Yeah.
And I'm sick and tired of you, Tommy, dragging my name up in relevant. I had nothing to do with the conversation, and yet somehow, some fucking way, you find a way to drag my name, my good name. Everyone loves me. Everyone respects me. Everyone knows what a nice and kind, sweet, soft-spoken guy I am.
Yes.
And you somehow find a fucking way, you piece of shit, to bring me into it. Stop it, Tommy.
Your wife's kind of hot, man.
I will sue you. I will sue you for every dime you're worth.
Too bad she's your sister.
I'll donate it to some trans organization, Tommy, and I'm gonna make sure it's in your name.
Do you think your kids are gonna have like two penises or something, or like two heads or something?
Don't you talk about?
Are you gonna have like Siamese twins? You think, and they're connected at the fucking groin or some horse shit like that?
You're talking about my future hypothetical children? Are you fucking sick, Tommy? You're sick. You know that? Maybe you should go to Hollywood, Tommy. You sound like you're talking about
Hollywood. I'm not a rapist.
Hypothetical kids, sticks, Tommy. Maybe you should go to Hollywood.
Yeah, I don't know. They're all raping each other and objectifying women. I don't know.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I should go down to Georgia and hitting your wife. That's what I should do.
Oh my god!
I like redheads too. My ex-wife is a redhead.
Hit on my! You're not gonna talk me, Tommy. I'm not this. What? Congrats on what, Tommy?
I was gonna say congratulations on marrying your sister.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Thank you. Yes, I have a very happy life with my sister wife. Okay, I don't know what's so fucking funny about that.
Your sister wife. Why do you call her your sister wife? Why don't you just you're hiding degeneracy and just say that's my wife? Nobody will know.
What's that? second. First of all, Trophy King, who just donated $15 to Tommy C! You could have donated to a charity! And you could have donated to save the ocean. Yeah. The ocean is dying. Stop it!
The ocean's dying. Where's it going? Like,
you know, I'm not going to tell people to not donate to you, but like, just listen, people. Okay? Right. Don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at Tommy. And Tommy, first of all, what are you asking me? What were you asking me?
I don't know,
about
like
a wife?
You married a girl with the same pubic hair. I think that's weird. I'm sorry.
Okay, now you're talking about my wife's pubises. I'm
talking about both of your pubises. I think that's weird. I think it's okay if I like redheads. I don't think it's okay if you like redheads. I don't know. It's just like weird. You know what I mean?
Okay. First of all, I am keeping it within my race, but that's not my race. What do you call me race? Hold on. I'm talking about the ginger race, not white. I'm not white, as you know. Hello, AV Web Surf in the live chat. Listen to me, Tommy. Okay, we need more ginger people. There were jokes and hoaxes.
It's a mutation.
Going extinct, Tommy.
You're like you're like an X-Man, but with no powers, no cool powers. Like, who wants to be a ginger? It sucks, you know.
I'm not a fucking mutant. I'm sick of people.
Yeah, it's a fucking mutation.
Don't call me an X-Man.
His superpower is that he's devoid of any charisma.
If I had a superpower, fucking superpower, I would come to you, Tommy, and I'd show you my super dick. I'm so sick and tired of the degeneracy I see in these live streams, not only on the screen, in the fucking live chat. I'm tired of it. Trophy, see, look, there's Trophy. Save the ocean, Tommy. He's mocking me.
Yeah, he is. Well,
so are you, Tommy? I'm sick of you.
Oh, I love you. Stop. Calm down. First of all, calm down. We're good friends. We've been friends for years now. I mean, come on. I'm just having a little fun with you. Well, let's both breathe. You want to breathe with me? Let's meditate, you and me right now. No, that's too fast. Let's slow down. Just breathe. Be like me. Be cool. I'm a cool guy, you know, and you're gonna be cool.
Me, I'm a fucking Chad. Look at me. I'm an alpha male.
I didn't say that. I'm not calling that. I don't like. I'm a Sigma male. I'm Sigma.
Yeah, you're a Sigma male, and I'm a ginger male. Okay. Yeah. There's a difference, Tommy. There's a difference.
Yes, there's a difference. Do you have anything coming up, Coppercap? Anything entertaining? I don't think so, but I'll let the people know if they should sub you.
I'm working on some things. I'm working on some. I don't want to talk about what I'm doing. You just stay out of my
I hope you're working on a baby because I can't wait to see like how weird your kids look. You know, I'm looking forward to that.
There you go again, dragging up the future Coppercap Jr. Yeah. What did he do to you?
What about the future? You know, maybe he's a girl. You know, what are you gonna do then? You know,
don't you assume my children's fucking gender?
Yeah, that's right. They can pick it themselves. Well, if they assume that they're
pronouns, Tommy.
If they assume that they're women, if they say, how are you gonna explain the fact that you used to dress like a girl to your kids?
I used to dress like a girl.
Yeah, as far as I know.
Sorry. Hold on, let me clean my ears out. So let me make sure I heard you right. You're saying I used to dress like a girl. Yes. Are you saying that men can't wear dresses?
They can, but they look ridiculous.
Have you ever heard of a kilt, Tommy?
Yeah, I'm of Celtic descent, but I don't go around wearing that shit.
Count Dankula, okay? What a kilt is!
Yeah, well, I wouldn't know. He'd probably kick my ass. But you wore a dress, not a kilt. Kilt's kind of badass, come to think of it. Like, you wore...
It's like Highland.
Yeah. I wonder, have you ever heard of a tunic, Tommy C?
A tunic?
A tunic?
What's a tunic?
A tunic, yes, like Link from fucking Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Tunic.
Tommy, you have a bunch of arcades behind you. Are you a gamer?
Oh, no.
You mean the garment that was primarily worn by Greeks and by ancient Greeks and Romans?
Oh my God, there's a female in here.
Tunic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Hello, how are you?
I'm taking advantage of her. She said me
don't worry, I'm a married man. I'm taken. I am so sorry to you, Maria.
Mari, yeah.
It's Mari. I got the name from a webtoon that I read as a kid.
Well, pardon me if I've startled you, milady. I have not meant to cause any alarm or upset you. If I've said anything problematic, please let me know. I am more than happy to apologize. Okay, don't laugh at me, Tommy, because I'm a gentleman.
Yeah, that's not gentleman. That's cuckery.
With you, man. I've heard worse in the army, so like you're fine. I've heard hella fucking worse.
Yeah, she's like a cool chick. Unlike I don't know, You're sucking up to these women. You know, you probably could have got. You know what? You probably could have got a lot more pussy if you just didn't be a suck up to women.
Okay, I'm not a fucking suck up to women. I don't suck up to women. Okay, I kneel down on my hands and knees and kiss the toes of any woman who asks. Because I'm telling you now, most men have had so much fucking privilege, okay, for thousands of years, Tommy. It's time that they get their voice heard.
Yes.
It's time that they get to stand high. Let them have their chins high for once. Instead of being on their knees, sucking our dicks, doing whatever we want them to do, making us sandwiches. It's
that
time
sounds
for us
hard.
to suck women's dicks. It's time for the men to suck the dicks of the women and to make them sandwiches, Tommy.
I like blowjobs and sandwiches at the same time. You know. All right.
Actually, I'm just kidding. I don't know about that. I don't want to condone sucking any.
Say hello to your wife for me in a platonic way. All right.
Yeah, it will be fucking platonic.
Yes, it is. I'm not
plutonic, plutonium. You toxic bastard.
Yeah, I want to be platonic. I know she's like really in love with me and my show and stuff like that.
It won't be platonic. No, Tommy. No one. Listen, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go because I'm gonna be honest. You're kind of pissing me off right now. I don't know if that's apparent or not. You're kind of irritating me. So I'm just gonna go. If I find you saying another problematic thing, I'm going to fucking leave. Tommy, quit making cell phone call gestures. That's my wife.
Take care, Copper Cap. Thanks for being here.
Fucking die.
He's back.
Mike, hold on, Mike. Stop it, Aubrey. What is it? No, don't tell him to DM you.
The great Copper Cap, everybody. Please go give him a sub. He's a wonderful guy.
Yeah, appreciate those donations, Copper Cap.
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit.
Yeah, was that cool for you? I mean, that's a Ginger Has Souls guy, right? I'm a badass. Yeah.
Holy fucking shit.
Yeah. I love Copper. I love what he does. It's good stuff. And I always I'll lift the curtain a little bit. I'm a huge have I said it before online, Matt? I really love the dynamic that he and what the fuck's his name? I can't remember. The Proud Boys guy.
Gavin McInnes.
Gavin, I always love that. And like actually when he first came on and stuff, we didn't do that, but he's kind of lent me that role, which I am like super honored. And I mean that's like sincere because I love doing it. And I appreciate Copper, and I really wish him and his wife the best. And he's a good guy. It's still weird fucking a redhead though when you're a redhead.
Just sitting here like watching Discord chat. I was like, holy shit.
Dude, that guy goes all out. He should check his blood pressure because if I'm gonna be dead in 10 years, like where the fuck is he at? Jesus. Go check your blood pressure. I'm not even serious, man. I don't think I'm gonna make it.
I don't see a lot of like old redheads. You know what I mean? Like I don't.
Yeah, it turns brown sometimes and goes white after a while. Well, you ever see like these old Irish guys and they have like a big head of white hair?
Yeah.
They're usually redheads.
That's kind of funny because like I have Irish and Scottish in my lineage, so like my hair natural color has like streaks of red that only show like when the light hits it.
Yeah.
And it's like funny because people are like, "Wait, what all are you?" It's like, well, just put this bluntly, I'm.
You have no idea what it's like to be Irish. None. When I was growing up, they used to call me. Listen, they used to call me a potato nigger, and it really hurt. Right?
2 times in one show. God.
Oh, shut up! I had to deal with this bigotry and racism. You know, I don't even know why I have you on the show, Englishman. Come to think of it, you've been keeping my people down for years.
Yeah, I know.
And I don't.
Like, I just sit there and get accused of like being related to like the Nazi party because the majority of my lineage is German, and it's like no.
Well, you're German. Well, you're doing the oppressing. I'm the oppressed.
See, I'm a mix. I'm like Irish, Scottish, French, German, Holland, Dutch, Polish, English, and like God knows what else at this point. I lost track because my dad's lineage is like predominantly German, and my mom's is like, oh, we're just a European mutt. We don't know where the hell we all came from. We're all over the place.
As long as you're pink inside. Like, get out of here, Maury. Bye. Right. There you go. I didn't like being called a potato.
Let's not go for 3 times here, Tom. Let's not go for the hat.
Actually, right? there's a joke to that too. The guy was the clip we put on here. We put him in every so often. It was the average Gatsby. We saw this guy with this guy. His name was Progressive Dad or something like that. I think there's another Progressive Dad. I don't think it's the same guy. And he was he's giving himself a fucking victim card, being Irish. And he wrote that. Like, the kids used to call me this. First of all, I mean, I never heard that growing up, not like once, right? And then I think it was me and Real Talk, and like we were sitting there, and he said that was Real Talk. That's what Real Talk said to me right away. Did anybody ever call you? I was like, no. It was the fucking funniest thing. And then Gatsby got involved, who was Irish and was from Dublin, and apparently grew up to fucking people I knew in New Jersey from Ireland, that's another story in itself. Yep. He was going back. He was like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. He was fucking busting that guy's ball. No, he kept on calling him a potato N-word. Yeah, he kept on doing that. It was really fucking funny. So I like to bring that up. Yeah. All right. Those are all. I'm gonna have to. All right, I'm gonna do this thing. That's the last call. Yeah, rapid. But they're all right. It probably could be a good rapid fire too. Rapid fire. Rapid fire, rapid fire. Let's go. Captain Kafefe, one and done. Go!
Not a good start.
Yeah. These guys, these are like veteran callers too. Rapid fire, fearless soldier, go!
I knew this was going to happen. I knew this was going to happen.
No, I'm not doing it.
It's an Android glitch, I guess.
Yeah, go. Rapid fire, go.
I just want to say, hey, Coppercat, you should probably let your wife meet Tommy C. He'd probably be a good husband. So, yeah, bye.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, that's terrible.
Wow.
Give Kofefe one
awful.
I think Copper has met a wonderful woman. Potato picker. Yo, Tommy in 4. What up? All right, I'm done.
Okay.
Right.
I'm done. My head hurts. I didn't roast Boogie that hard. I may be off for a few days.
Try and fix shit.
Yeah, because I'm gonna like reset the PC. I might get a video out tomorrow and then see if you'll make sure everything's up, and I gotta download everything, and it's gonna be a big pain in the ass. I gotta re-download everything.
It'll be worth it if it works.
If it doesn't work, no, I'm really gonna wonder what the fuck's going on. The capture's like putting more contrast on it or something. I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know. Thanks very much for everybody who called. Thanks for all your wonderful generous donations. Thank you, Coppercap, for being here, the legend that you are. Friends of the show, Coppercap. Make sure you go sub him. He's still out there, still making content. Give him some love.
This is the almighty infinite, independent excellence. Devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist. Fake identities, okay, you cool with Jason Bourne. Running with these Wolverines, okay, you about to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me. Head in my legs like she about to catch a pedigree. Chi-Town, the King's home, slapping 5s, black stones, 6 mile to danger zones. Bullets look like waffle cones. Folk affiliated, the evolution of Machiavelli. Don't make me lead them eagles to you like I'm Chip Kelly. They feel my struggle, I express it through my hip hop. I'm about to make it hard to breathe. Here's a headlock.